Folks, it is 6:30, and I'm gonna call the April 28th, 2020 Aynor Town Council meeting to order. It is being held virtually via Zoom. And we have with us today, we have Councilwoman Cheryl Skipper Collins, 6:30, and I'm gonna call Shelley, Councilman Tony Gossi Sr. We have our town manager with us, Tony Gossi Jr. We have our town clerk, Lori Smith. And we also have Ashley with us, who is our other employee here at the town. So with that being said,
And Shelley.
And Shelley, I'm sorry. I thought I said Shelley.
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, anyway, Mr. Shelley, since you're on board, I'd like you to give the invocation and the pledge of allegiance.
All right.
I don't have a flag. I'll
We can do
pretend.
one virtually next time.
There you go.
All right. Let's have a word of prayer, and then we'll do the flag. All right. Our most kind, great Heavenly Father, thank you for this day, Lord. Just thank you for the many blessings you give us each and every day. Thank you for this time just to be able to do the work for the family here. I just pray that you just be with us in the decisions that we make. And most of all, I just thank you for dying on that cross. In God's name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Y'all ready for the pledge?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I pledge allegiance
Pledge allegiance
to the flag
to the flag
of the United States of America,
of America,
to the republic for which it
for which
stands,
it is
one nation, under God,
God, indivisible,
with liberty
and
and justice for all.
all.
Thank you, Councilman Shelley. Okay, we're going to do the approval agenda, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a roll call, and when I call your name, you can vote yay or nay. Okay, do I have a motion to approve well, never mind, I got to change one thing. I need to add an item under business, which is number C, and it's ordinance 2020-03, which is an ordinance amending ordinance 2020-03 to provide for virtual city meetings. I have a motion to accept the amended agenda.
Make the motion.
Second.
Mr. Tony Gossi Sr., do I have a second?
Second.
Ms. Cheryl. Okay, any further discussion? Okay. All in favor? Chris?
Aye.
Mr. Tony?
Aye.
Ms. Cheryl?
Aye.
And the ayes have it, and it's unanimous and so ordered. Okay, in your packet you received, you have the minutes from February 25th, 2020. You have a motion to accept the minutes as presented
I make a motion.
by Chris.
Second.
Second by Mr. Tony. Any further discussion? Call for the roll call. Chris? You approve?
Yes. Yes.
Tony?
Aye.
Carol?
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it and so ordered. Thank y'all. We have public comments on the agenda, and we actually put on there where people can email those in, and it's my understanding that no one has. And so we'll continue to do that and let people know that, but we do not have any public comments. So we'll go ahead and move on to discussion. So we're going to give you a stormwater project update, and I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Tony Godsey Jr.
Thank you, Mayor. I don't know if anybody has been on the website or not, but we are currently accepting the bids for the stormwater project, so it has been advertised. That project will be advertised until we open up bids on May 22nd. So right now, everything's kind of moving forward with that. We've had several people that have called. There's a link on the website where contractors can go and download all the bid package as well as the engineering package. So hopefully, I'm thinking May 22nd we'll read the bids aloud, and hopefully I can give council. I think we have a meeting on May 26th, so hopefully I'll have some more information on, the low bid on May 26th, and hopefully see some progress, see some work going on, a few weeks after that.
Folks, we've got our fingers crossed. We're hoping that the bids will come in low so that we'll have some money left over. Hard to tell in today's environment, but we got our fingers crossed and hopefully everything will work out on that. Any questions to Tony? It's on the
None.
agenda. I'm sorry. Someone have something?
I have nothing for me.
Okay. We're going to go on to item number B, which is COVID-19 update. And again, I'm going to ask Mr. Tony Gossett Jr. to address that.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd sent out an email, and I apologize for not sending out more, but there's just really not been a whole lot of change in what we're doing here at Town Hall. I know most everybody's been watching what the governor's doing, and is probably up to date on exactly what his executive orders are. We are currently following what the governor has put in place. Right now, the park pretty much is open, except for the playground equipment. We are still allowing people to walk and exercise. Restaurants are still under executive orders for takeout only. And we're also here at Town Hall, we're still currently closed to the public, which honestly has not been bad. We've been able to handle most everything online. We have had a few people come, and we've been able to help them out, on the porch. So far, it's been kind of business as usual. Here it is kind of different, not allowing people in the building, but we're going to continue to not allow people in the building until we start seeing a little bit of difference, and change, in terms of what the governor has in place. And we're also currently trying to follow what the county and the other municipalities are doing as well.
And I guess this is for Cheryl more than anyone else. It's amazing the IGA has been real busy. Actually, they're trying to hire some additional help to help stock the shelves. The building supply, they've been busy, as well as Aynor Tire Marts. So business is going pretty good in some of our areas. The guys have been doing a great job keeping the park cleaned up, grass cut, and overpass.
Did you get somebody else hired to help
We
Joe?
We did. We hired George, and I can't remember his last name. George Johnson. He's been phenomenal. He and
Good.
Joe are like peas and carrots. They've working really well together.
Good.
And I went to the overpass yesterday, and it looks great. It's amazing. I know you probably haven't seen it, but previously, probably about a week or so ago, if you rode down Highway 501, the grass on the side of the road was about up to your waist.
Mm.
And so, but when you come into town, everything looks pristine. So congratulations to Tony. Kudos to Tony and his people. I mean, they've done a phenomenal job keeping the town clean and orderly. So everything looks good.
Good.
They do business as normal.
I'm missing it.
I understand. Well, we're waiting for you to come back. Any other questions for Tony? Okay. The next item on the agenda is the hospitality tax update, and this is something that Mr. McCracken called me about. And basically, I want to share with council is, of course, with the COVID-19, hospitality tax will be impacted because of people buying takeout food. I did prepare analysis that was sent to you. And then last year during this time, from July through February, we'd actually collected, well, I don't have that number here. Yeah, we did not put a total on that. But you see last year and you see the current year at 2%, because you remember back in July, we increased hospitality tax from 1% to 2%. And the next column over is the current year at 1%. So basically I took that 2% and divided it in half. And the change is the difference between last year and this year. So if you look at that, in July, we were down a little bit, around $248. August, we were above about 12. September, down a little bit, 851. Up in October, down again in November, 706. Up in December, and we've been down January and February. So year to date, if you do a comparison based upon apples to apples, we're down around $2,000. Now, just want to share that with you to know that, when March comes in and April, they will be down as well. We budgeted $160,000 on hospitality tax. I don't know if we'll meet that number this year, probably not, but we are monitoring our expenditures and we should be okay. So I just want to make y'all, tell that to you and inform you and just give you some comfort that we are monitoring this. But we feel very comfortable that we will not go in, to the red on that this year. So with that being said, do I have any, y'all have any questions on that?
No from me.
No, for me.
All right,
Not
thank
for you,
you.
Mayor.
Under the reports, we have the financial report. You have a copy of it from Lori. Things look pretty good. I perused it. Property taxes are up this year, which we kind of anticipated it. We're actually collecting over 112% of our property tax revenues. Police fines are around 96%. Now, we'll be honest with you, guys, for the safety of our officers, we're not stopping anyone unless they are doing something really, really, really bad. It's just for them. And so those collections will be down, I would anticipate, in April, May, and June. It depends upon how the governor turns loose the ban, well, not the ban, but the limits on how many people can congregate and whether or not they open up, whether or not if people can do accommodations at the beach. But, we're being active out there. We don't have the school resource officer at Aynor High School, then chief's put him into the rotation. So everything's been going really, really well. I've talked to the chief, I've been real pleased. I've had a whole lot of stuff going on. And so, those are the big things with that. And I guess that's a couple things I just wanted to hit on. So if y'all have any questions, either Tony, myself, or Miss Lori will be happy to address them.
Mayor, I'm here also, sir.
Oh, hey, Chief. I'm sorry. I did hear you come in. I apologize for that.
You're
I'll let
fine, sir.
give your report.
You did a great job, sir.
I mean, what I
Mayor,
said was correct.
You were 100% dead on. I did
Okay.
submit the report for March. Does council want to hear those numbers, or are we good with that, sir?
No, if you don't mind, if you would go through those, that'd be great.
I'll be glad, sir. Thank you, Mayor and council members. For the month of March, we had a total of 219 documented calls, 112 traffic stops, 4 traffic collisions, 34 assist Horry County, 7 suspicious vehicles or persons, 9 alarms, 2 property crimes, 0 personal crimes, 0 alcohol and drug, and 51 other. And Mayor, like I said, you did an excellent job covering the police department. As council members know, we're in uncharted waters for the entire United States, and so therefore the police department is in uncharted waters also. But I will say this, I have been so immensely impressed with the residents of Aynor, with the conduct and the behavior during this unusual time we're in. The residents and community members have been fantastic. Our numbers next for this month, when we get total, they will look way off. But one thing that we're not doing, the 10 times a day that we go to KJ's or the other businesses or Greenfield or patrol the town, each time in months past, we would call in what we call a keep check, which generates a call number. Well, because of keeping the volume for 911 dispatch down, basically no one is calling that in. So there are numerous things that are being done that there will never be a record of. And I have welcome any questions.
Okay, thank you, Chief. Does anyone have any questions for the chief?
Doing a good job.
Absolutely.
And
sir.
Amen.
I'm good.
Okay, council members. I'll start with Chris. You have anything?
I have none.
Okay, Mr. Tony?
No, sir, I'm good.
Thank you. Ms. Cheryl?
No, sir, I'm good too.
All right, we'll go to the mayor, the 2020-21 budget. Tony and I are going to begin working on it. And we hope to have some information to share with you on May 12th. And I did put it as an upcoming meeting just to talk about the budget and see kind of where we're at. Again, we're in uncharted territories. The only thing that we have to really be concerned about, folks, is the hospitality tax. I mean, that's the only thing that's really generated by tourism, and it's really fluctuating. Our property taxes should be okay. Now, again, we probably need to look at the police fines and forfeitures. I did mention that. I don't need to remiss that. But beyond that, everything else should be, okay. So I don't anticipate any big things. I know a lot of people have been talking out there. We're going to furlough employees. We're going to do this and that. And folks, I just don't see us doing that. I mean, we're a well-run machine. Tony does a good job monitoring and our money, and so I don't think that's going to be a big issue next year when we present the budget. I'm going to try, and I'll be honest, I'm going to be upfront with you. If I can give a salary increase, then I am going to propose that for next year. We just got to run the numbers because they are deserving. But we'll see how everything falls out. So that's kind of a little update of where we're looking on the budget. Again, if y'all have any questions about that, I'll be happy to answer them. We'll go into business. And it seems so long ago. I know we missed the March meeting, and this was some items that we talked about back in February. But we did have an ordinance to amend our official zoning map for the town of Aynor, the Blackwater request. And that was the one, to remind y'all, is where the dentist, Josh Hardwick, is planning on building his new office off of the 8th Avenue, Tony?
Yes, Mayor.
And it's right beside Mr. Frank Davis's house over there in that vacant lot. And so they kind of been on hold. I guess everyone's been on hold COVID-19, but we'd like to entertain a motion to give second reading to adopt ordinance 2001 to amend the official zoning map for the town of Aynor Blackwater request. So do I have
I make a motion.
I second.
Cheryl. Okay. Any further discussion? Hearing
Is this
none,
right? Is this
Okay.
right behind where the Blackwater office is on the corner?
No, ma'am. You know where Mr. Bill Davis used to live at?
Yes,
Right there on
Y'all
right there on the corner.
right, okay.
All right, right beside him, I guess, in front of
Dwayne Lewis.
Wayne Lewis. There's a vacant
Okay, in
lot.
front, on that corner.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I know where you're at now. Yeah, okay.
So, okay, we got a motion and a second. I'll roll call. Chris?
I do. Yeah.
Mr. Tony?
I do.
Okay. Michelle?
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it, and so ordered, and it is passed. Okay, then we need to get second reading to adopt ordinance 20-02 to amend the official zoning map for the town of Aynor, and this is the Wilson request. This pertains to the old Haygood house. Previously, I guess Tony, you correct me, it's actually zoned as B1. And supposedly, you cannot have a residence or in B1.
That's correct, Mayor. Currently it is B1 and we're rezoned to R1.
Right. And so they're requested to make it residential because they've been living there and they just want to make it their permanent residence. All right. So do I have a motion to give second reading to adopt ordinance 2002, amend the official zoning map for the town of Aynor?
I make a motion we accept.
Tony, Senior? Okay, do I have a
I'll
second?
second.
By Chris. Okay, any further discussion? All right, call for a vote. Chris?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Carol?
Aye, yes.
Aye. Ayes have it, and so ordered, it passed unanimously. And then the last piece of business is the ordinance, amending our ordinance to provide for the virtual meetings. And this is just this is some housekeeping that we need to do. And so this gives us the ability to hold the virtual meetings. I know the city of Conway has passed this, as well as the other municipalities. And so can I get a motion to amend the ordinance?
I make a
I
motion.
make a motion.
By Ms. Cheryl and second by Chris.
Yes.
Okay, any further discussion? Okay, we'll take a vote, roll call. Chris,
Yes.
Mr. Tony,
Aye.
Ms. Cheryl,
Aye.
aye, and ayes have it, and so ordered. You want to take it? Okay, we do have one other item I'd like to add. And I'm going to turn it over to our town manager, Mr. Tony Gonsi Jr.
Thank you, Mayor. And I hate this actually come in a little bit later this afternoon. Jason Hucks, which most of you know is, I think, president, right, Chris, of Anderson Brothers Bank.
Yeah.
You know, they own that property right there on the corner of Jordanville and 501, where the temperature sign and date sign is. He called me today and had a couple parents that would like to put up, and it's the best way I can describe it, it'll be almost like political signs, just stick in signs, and what it'll be the seniors that are graduating this year. But they would like to put up signs in that lot recognizing the seniors, you know, that are graduating. I told him I didn't have an issue with it, but, you know, I definitely wanted to touch base with council to see. I mean, technically, by ordinance, we're not supposed to have any of those signs out, but I know most of you, you know, we're very lenient. There's several, you know, around town. And we try to, you know, take care of the businesses and, you know, kind of let them, I don't know, give them a little bit of leeway. But anyway, I wanted to touch base because I'm not sure exactly how many signs. I'm not sure if it'll be the entire senior class, which I understand is around 190 students. But anyway, they would like to utilize that property to put those signs up to recognize the seniors. And it will be for a period of probably about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Folks, Cheryl, that's been a big issue here in Horry County, but I guess everywhere else probably.
It is everywhere.
About graduation, whether you're
Right.
going to hold a virtual graduation, whether you're going to hold one face to face. And I'll be honest with you, the school district, we're still trying to weigh our options on how to accommodate that and comply with the governor's order. But I think this is a good thing, folks. It's just for a short term. Probably what they'll do is put the kid's face on there, and it'll just be good for the community and for them. I know it's got to be tough for them, but I would recommend that we go ahead and allow them to do that.
Absolutely.
So I don't think I don't know if we really need a vote, Tony. I just need to.
No, we really don't, because I mean, technically we would need to get into, you know, doing an amendment of the ordinance. But I think on this one time, as long as everybody is in favor, you know, and I think we'll be fine.
Right.
Is each student having an individual photo?
That's the thing I don't I'm not sure, Miss Cheryl. I know, and I've had, you know, thankfully, Laurie and Ashley kind of keep me up to date on what's going on out there in terms of social media. But from what I understand, they're trying to get people to adopt seniors, you know, in terms of even going to the point of sending out, I think, a form to the seniors, trying to get shirt sizes and different things, just trying to recognize them. So I'm hoping that it'll be all the seniors. I'm not sure.
Well, it would be a good memento for them because all of them would want their photo, a picture.
Right.
I'm not sure if they'll tie in with the school district or with Aynor, the Aynor High School in terms of getting pictures of all the seniors. I'm hoping that's what it's going to be, but I can't answer that definitively.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Cheryl, also, I just want to let you know too, that the Methodist Church has been displaying the senior pictures on their bulletin board, or I guess what you would call that thing, the electronic message board.
Which church?
The church, our Methodist Church.
Okay, yeah, I've been on the sermons on Sunday mornings, yeah.
Yeah, we watch them as well too.
Mhm.
And they're nice. Unfortunately, the graphics aren't that good, but it appears like they reached out to the school and got a copy of their senior pictures. And so I'd imagine possibly, if they put these signs up there, that they'll utilize the senior pictures as well.
That's great.
It's something they done with the senior athletes. I don't know if many of you have ridden down Gordonville. There's a sign, I think, on the fence with the senior athletes.
I saw that also.
So I think I'm in agreement with the mayor. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good way to to recognize the seniors.
Absolutely.
For such a short, it's a temporary thing. So I don't think that it'll
I
bother.
think it's wonderful.
If anyone has, if no one has any objections, then we'll go ahead and proceed with that.
Ashley, Ashley?
From my understanding is it will be every senior picture out there. They're trying to get with the yearbook editor to have the Alfred boy make these signs. And local businesses have been asked to contribute to that. So every senior can be recognized, because there were some parents that could not afford and or make arrangements for their child's picture to be out there.
I bet you'll have a lot of seniors go out there and autograph them too.
Probably so.
Each other's, because that's a nice thing though.
It is.
It is. Thank you, Ashley.
Okay, folks, that is the agenda. Just want to remind you that we're planning on having another meeting. And if I'm a student, then it's probably around May 12th. Probably it will most probably be virtual as well.
Good.
And we do have our regular meeting on May 26th. And so, go ahead, Cheryl.
I saw the virtual thing was good for 3 months. If we have the May meeting, then we'll have our regular meeting in May, the end of May.
Yes, ma'am. And basically what the special meeting is to just talk about budget.
Right, okay.
So we can prepare for it, because we do need to go ahead and pass a budget prior to June 30th. So we can operate in the new year.
As it is right now, is the May, was it 23rd?
It's May 28th.
28th. Is it going to be virtual also?
It very well may be. We're
Okay.
dependent. 26th. I'm sorry, it's May 26th.
It's May 26th.
We're all at the mercy. I hate to do this and pass the buck, but really we have to pass the buck. We're at the mercy of the governor. And so, I had a comment from a council member, why can't we have a in-house meeting? Well, one thing we can't control is people, coming in and things of that nature.
Exactly.
And so everyone else is doing virtual meetings. I know I was on a meet with the school board last night for like 4 hours. So
isn't it still on 3 or more people together?
And they started doing something about square footage and all that.
No,
So
okay. Well, Tony put this together and it's amazing. It's very, very well thought out. It was good.
Yeah, he did a great job with this. With that being said, with no further business, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Can I ask another question?
Absolutely.
On the streetscape, you're talking about Blackwater building over there. That's on that new streetscape. Is that anything happening there? I know it's with all the COVID stuff. I didn't know if it was proceeding.
Yeah, it is proceeding, Cheryl, because it's such a long process, as you know.
Yeah.
It's in the engineering phase right now, and I've already had conversations with the engineers in terms of Josh's building that he wants to put there. He wants to face it towards 8th Avenue.
Right, right.
So basically what they'll do is they'll put an access, to his building from 8th
Right.
Avenue.
Uh-huh.
To, allow people to get in there. But yeah, all that's incorporated. I went ahead and sent Josh a set of plans. So I'd sent the plans to the engineer. So all that is being worked. So it will kind of meet in, and look good.
And I
Perfect.
imagine there'll be parallel parking, won't it, Tony?
It will be parallel parking, much like the last phase that we had.
And trees planted?
Yeah, that's what I'm working on. Yes,
Okay.
I'm working on, having the live trees like we had in the first 2 phases.
Good.
So we can get away from the pods. Yeah.
Yeah, good. All right. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Council, anything else for the good of the cause? You have a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion.
Chris, do I have a second?
Second,
Ms. Cheryl. Okay, any further discussion?
I want to tell everybody I love them.
We will. And I guess all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Bye.
Ayes have it, so ordered. Cheryl, we miss you. Looking forward to seeing you back.
Miss all of y'all. Hugs, kisses.
Yeah.
All right. See you, Brenda.
All right.
Yeah,
Bye.
absolutely. All right, bye-bye. Bye, Tony. Love you.
Love y'all.
Love you,
Love
you, Miss Cheryl.
everybody.
Love you, Miss
She
Brenda.
said bye, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
Bye-bye. Over
Good
now.
night, John boy.
Love you.
You too, girl. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.